Have you ever met a woman who acted calm on the outside, but something about her felt different? She didn't flirt openly, she didn't say she liked you, but her behavior made you wonder. Most men assume that if a woman likes them, she will make it obvious. But the truth is, many women like a man and do everything in their power to hide it. Why? Because women have pride. Women fear rejection, and some women don't want to look too available, so instead they send signals, small, subtle, easy to miss signs that reveal exactly how they feel if you know what to look for. Think about how men act around women they like. You stand a little straighter, you watch your words, you overthink, you get nervous. Women are the same way, just better at hiding it. She might act confident when you're not around, but the second you enter the room, her whole energy changes. She controls it, but she can't fully hide it. Some women don't want their friends to know. Some don't want to get hurt. Some don't want to risk choosing a man who won't choose them back. So they protect themselves by acting like they don't care, even when they do. The problem is many men miss these signs. They assume she's not interested because she isn't obvious. So they walk away and she loses her chance. And a woman would rather hide her feelings than chase a man who doesn't understand her signals. This video is going to change that. We're breaking down the signs a woman likes you, even when she tries to hide it. Once you understand these signals, you'll never be confused again. You'll know when to move forward, when to take the lead, and when a woman is just waiting for you to make a move. These signs aren't random. They're patterns in her psychology. The way she looks at you, the way she talks to you, the way she reacts to your presence, the things she remembers, the small details she notices, the tiny behaviors she can't stop herself from doing. Pay close attention to every section, because most of the time the women who like you the most will show it the quietest. 1. She watches you more than she talks to you. When a woman likes you but tries to hide it, the first sign doesn't come from her words, it comes from her eyes. She will look at you when she thinks you're not paying attention. She'll scan the room for you. She'll keep track of where you are, what you're doing, and who you're talking to. But the moment you look back, she looks away, pretends she's busy, or suddenly focuses on something else. Women protect their feelings by controlling their behavior, but the eyes give everything away. If she truly didn't care, she wouldn't notice you walk into the room. She wouldn't keep glancing in your direction. She wouldn't remember what shirt you wore, who you talked to, or whether you smiled. But when she likes you, she studies you quietly. She gathers information. She observes your personality, your confidence, your mood. She wants to understand you without exposing her interest. You'll notice subtle things. She looks at you from across the room but pretends she didn't. She listens to your conversations even if she's not part of them. She watches how you treat others. She notices when another woman talks to you. She reacts when someone compliments you or touches you. Women are emotional detectives when they care. They pay attention to details men overlook. She may not start conversations, but she is always aware of you. Some men ignore this because they expect women to flirt openly. But many women don't do that. Pride won't let them. Fear won't let them. So instead of approaching, they observe. Another sign is her reaction when you catch her looking. She might smile quickly and look away, or she might act like she wasn't looking at all. Some women even act cold or neutral to avoid exposing their feelings. But if she truly didn't care, she wouldn't need to hide anything. A woman who is uninterested avoids eye contact. She looks past you, not at you. She doesn't notice your behavior, your clothes, or your presence. She doesn't analyze you. The woman who pays attention, even silently, is the one attracted. Here's another secret. If she's around you and you talk to another woman, watch her behavior. She'll shift her body language. She'll adjust her hair. She'll get quieter or sometimes louder. She might start participating more, or she might suddenly ignore you. These are emotional reactions, not accidents. The eyes reveal everything she wants to hide. If she watches you more than she interacts with you, you're already in her head, and women don't focus on men they don't care about. 2. She remembers the smallest things about you. When a woman likes you but tries not to show it, she will still pay attention to the things you say. Even if she acts casual, quiet, or distant on the surface, her memory gives her away. Women don't store information about men they don't care about. If she remembers details most people forget, she's interested. You might casually mention your favorite food, a hobby, a place you want to visit, or even a bad day you had. Weeks later, she brings it up. Not in an obvious flirty way, just naturally, like it stayed in her mind. That's not friendship. That's emotional investment. Men miss this sign all the time because women express interest differently. Some women flirt openly, but many don't. Instead, they observe quietly. They collect information. They pay attention because it matters to them. She might say things like, "Didn't you say you liked that restaurant? How did the thing at work go? Isn't today the day you had that appointment? You told me you love that team." A woman who doesn't care will forget everything you say. She won't notice the details. But a woman who likes you sees every piece of information as a way to understand you better. Another sign, she remembers your preferences, your style, the way you take your coffee, the music you like, the type of jokes you make, even the way you speak. She stores it because she's paying attention, not with her ears, but with interest. And it doesn't stop there. If you mention something you're unsure about, your goals, your weaknesses, your dreams, she remembers those too. Not to judge you, but because she wants to understand you deeply. When a woman is emotionally drawn to a man, she notices patterns, moods, and changes. Some women hide their interest, so they won't compliment you directly. They won't say, "I like you," but they will show it through attention. They will bring up something from conversations you barely remember having. That's not coincidence. That's emotional focus. Here's where men make mistakes. They assume a woman who acts calm or reserved doesn't care, but many women fear being too obvious. They don't want to look like they're chasing, so they stay quiet while their memory does the talking. One more clue. She notices changes in your appearance. New haircut, new clothes, cologne, even a small change in your mood. She won't always say it, but she sees it. Interest sharpens her awareness. A woman who doesn't care won't remember anything. A woman who likes you will remember everything she's not supposed to. So if she remembers the tiny things you say, the little details, the small moments, she's not indifferent. She's trying not to expose her feelings, but they're already showing. 3. She gets nervous around you. A woman can act confident with everyone else, but when she likes a man, her energy shifts. Even if she tries to hide her feelings, her body language gives her away. Attraction makes her nervous, guarded, and overly aware of herself. Some men confuse this with disinterest, but it's usually the opposite. When a woman likes you but doesn't want you to know, she becomes careful with her behavior. She wants to make a good impression. She doesn't want to say something wrong. She doesn't want you to think she's too eager or too available. So she controls herself, but that control creates nervous reactions. Here are the signs. She fidgets with her hands, phone, hair, or clothes when you talk to her. Her voice changes slightly, either softer or a little shaky. She loses her train of thought because she's thinking too much. She laughs at things that aren't even funny. She suddenly gets quiet after being talkative around everyone else. It's not because she's bored, it's because she's aware of your presence in a way she isn't with other men. Another clue. She overthinks her responses. When a woman is not interested, she speaks freely without a second thought. But when she likes you, she measures her words, avoids looking desperate, and tries to say the right thing. Sometimes she even disagrees with you just to hide the fact that she likes you, because agreeing too much makes her feel exposed. Her friends might notice it too. Watch how they act when you're nearby. If they look at her, tease her, or suddenly get quiet when you join, they know she likes you, even if she's trying to cover it up. You'll also see physical reactions she can't control. She blushes when you compliment her. She stands straighter when you walk by. She adjusts her hair or clothing when she sees you. She smiles without thinking when you talk. Those reactions don't happen with men she's not attracted to. Then there's the pretend calm. Some women act distant, even cold, because they're afraid of being obvious. She might give short responses, avoid eye contact, or act uninterested, not because she doesn't care, but because she cares too much. Women who fear rejection hide their feelings behind a wall of calmness. But pay attention to her mistakes. When she likes you, she'll slip up sometimes. She smiles when she didn't mean to. She looks at you longer than she intended. She reacts emotionally when you talk to other women. She asks questions that show curiosity she tries to hide. A woman can control her words, but not her reactions. Nervousness is one of the strongest signs of hidden attraction. If she acts different around you than she does around everyone else, something is there. 4. She finds reasons to be near you, but pretends it's coincidence. A woman who likes you but doesn't want to admit it will still look for ways to be close to you. She won't say, "I came to see you," or "I wanted to be around you," because that gives away her feelings. Instead, she'll create reasons that sound casual, accidental, or completely random. But nothing is random when a woman is attracted. Maybe she starts showing up in places she knows you'll be. Maybe she ends up in the same group conversations. Maybe she asks small favors or needs help with something simple. She'll do anything that allows her to share space with you while acting like it just happened naturally. Here are the signs. She suddenly has interest in the same events, places, or activities you do. If you start going to the gym at a certain time, she appears there more often. If you hang around a certain group of people, she joins them too. Women don't put effort into being near men they don't care about. She hovers close even if she doesn't talk to you. Some women are shy, some don't want to look obvious. So instead of starting a conversation, they stay near you. They sit close, stand close, or walk near your group. She wants access to you, but not exposure. She asks unnecessary questions just to interact. Things she could easily handle alone suddenly become things she wants advice on. What do you think about this? Can you help me with something? Do you know where this is? She already knows the answer. She just wants a reason to talk to you. She lingers. If a woman doesn't like you, she leaves the moment she gets what she needed. But if she stays longer than necessary, keeps the conversation going, or delays walking away, she's not there for the reason she claims. She's there for you. Another subtle sign. She positions herself where you can notice her. She might laugh louder, talk more, or suddenly become animated when you're close. Not to impress the room, to impress you. Women show their best energy around the man they want without ever saying it directly. And here's the real giveaway. If you pull back, she finds a new reason to appear again. Suddenly she needs your opinion, your help, or something she forgot to ask earlier. She's not chasing you, but she doesn't want distance. She wants to keep a connection without revealing her feelings. Men sometimes misread this because she doesn't flirt obviously. But attraction isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet and calculated. A woman who doesn't care won't go out of her way to be near you. She won't adjust her schedule, her environment, or her behavior. Only women with real interest do that. So if she keeps showing up, keeps lingering, keeps finding new reasons to be in your space, well, it's not coincidence. She's not trying to be friendly. She's trying not to be obvious. 5. She gets quiet when other women give you attention. A woman who likes you but hides it will stay composed most of the time. She'll act friendly, polite, maybe even distant, but the moment another woman shows interest in you, her calm changes. She won't tell you she's jealous, but her emotions will slip through her reactions. It won't be dramatic, it won't be obvious, it will be subtle. Small changes only a man who pays attention will catch. Here's what happens. She suddenly goes silent. She might be laughing, talking, or relaxed until another woman compliments you, touches you, stands close to you, or gives you attention. Suddenly, she stops engaging. Her mood shifts. She looks away, stays quiet, or pulls back from the conversation. That silence isn't disinterest, it's emotional conflict. She doesn't want to react, but she feels something. She becomes more serious or cold. A woman who likes you doesn't enjoy watching someone else get your attention. Even if she has been pretending she doesn't care, seeing another woman make a move on you exposes her feelings instantly. She may not say a word, but her tone, posture, and energy change. She tries to listen in. If another woman starts talking to you, she pays attention, not to be controlling, but because she's comparing herself. She wants to know who this woman is, what she offers, and whether you seem interested. She interrupts or suddenly joins the conversation, not aggressively, just enough to redirect your attention. She might join the group, crack a joke, ask a question, or talk to someone near you. She wants to pull you back without exposing her interest. She distances herself physically. Some women, instead of fighting for attention, will walk away or move back. It's not because she's done with you, it's self-protection. She doesn't want to watch something that bothers her emotionally. Distance is her way of hiding jealousy. She becomes nicer to you afterward. After the other woman leaves, she suddenly shows more warmth, more interest, or more effort. She laughs more. She asks more questions. She looks at you more. Seeing another woman near you reminds her that she isn't the only one who notices you, and she doesn't want to lose her silent position. Men often miss this because she doesn't say, "I'm jealous." But women rarely admit jealousy. It exposes too much. A woman who feels nothing won't react at all. She won't care who talks to you. She won't look bothered. She won't pull away or try to reconnect. Indifference is cold, steady, and emotionless. But a woman who likes you, even secretly, can't hide jealousy perfectly. Her face, her voice, her energy, her behavior will betray her. Watch how she reacts when another woman steps close to you. If she gets quiet, distant, annoyed, or suddenly more attentive, it's because she cares, even if she refuses to say it. Sign 6. She acts different with you than she does with other men. One of the clearest signs a woman likes you but tries to hide it is the difference in how she treats you compared to everyone else. Even when she's trying to stay calm, she can't control the subtle changes in her behavior. Women are masters at managing emotions, but attraction exposes them. Start paying attention to her contrast. When she talks to other men, she may be confident, relaxed, playful, or sarcastic. She jokes easily. She doesn't overthink. She doesn't hesitate. But around you, she behaves differently, softer, more careful, or more reserved. That shift is not random. It means your presence affects her. Here's what that looks like. She listens more closely to you than to anyone else. When other men talk, she's casual. When you talk, she pays attention. She remembers your words, reacts to your opinions, and thinks before responding. She gets shy around you, even if she's bold with others. Some women that seem confident turn quiet around the one man they truly like, not because they're scared of you, because they care what you think. She agrees with you more than she argues. A woman who dislikes you will challenge everything. A woman who's neutral may not care, but a woman who's attracted often tries to stay on your good side, even if she hides it. She behaves politely, even when she pretends she's not paying attention. You'll see her manners change. Posture straighter, voice softer, expression calmer. She wants to present the best version of herself. She never lets you see her at her worst. If she likes you, she won't be messy, loud, or careless around you. She controls her image because she hopes you see her as feminine and desirable. Another clue, she mirrors your energy. If you stand a certain way, she shifts the same direction. If you speak softly, she softens her tone. If you talk faster, she matches your rhythm. People only mirror those they feel emotionally connected to. And pay attention to her reactions. If another man compliments her, she brushes it off or laughs about it. But if you compliment her, she gets nervous, shy, or overly defensive because your words matter. A compliment from a man she likes hits deeper than a compliment from anyone else. Some women hide their feelings by pretending not to care, but their behavior exposes them. She gets awkward when alone with you. She avoids eye contact because it's too obvious. She answers short because she's overthinking. She leaves conversations quickly before her feelings show. Many men misread this as coldness. In reality, it's emotional protection. Women fear rejection, ego bruises, and appearing desperate. So instead of showing interest, they act controlled. The best proof is consistency. She treats you differently every time you appear. Her behavior shifts even if she tries to hide it. Your presence changes her energy. Because a woman can hide her words, but she cannot hide her instinctive reaction to a man she's drawn to. 7. She gives you mixed signals. Because she's afraid of being too obvious. When a woman hides her feelings, it creates confusion. One day she's warm, the next day she's distant. One moment she seems interested, the next she pretends she doesn't care. But this isn't inconsistency, it's hesitation. She's fighting between what she feels and what she's willing to reveal. Mixed signals don't come from women who feel nothing. Women who don't like you are consistent. Short replies, dry energy, no effort, no emotion. But a woman who does like you yet tries to hide it ends up sending both attraction and resistance at the same time. Here's how that looks. She responds quickly some days and slowly on others. Not because she lost interest, but because she doesn't want you to think she's too available. If she replies too fast all the time, she thinks it exposes her feelings. So she pulls back to protect herself. She gets close and then pushes away. If she talks to you, jokes with you, or shows excitement, she might later act distant. Not because her feelings changed, but because she's embarrassed she let her guard slip. Women hate feeling like they're chasing a man, so after showing interest, she resets her behavior. She gives subtle compliments, then changes the subject. Maybe she calls you funny, smart, or attractive, but quickly pretends it didn't mean anything. Compliments reveal attraction, and she realizes it the second she says it. She starts conversations, but keeps them short. She wants to talk to you, but not in a way that makes her look desperate. So she sends messages, asks questions, or comments on something, then pulls back before you can analyze it. Here's the deeper reason behind mixed signals. She wants you to show interest first. Women hate risking rejection. She won't confess her feelings unless she believes you feel something too. Mixed signals are her way of trying to get close without exposing herself. And the strongest sign of hidden attraction is this: she reacts emotionally to you. If you ignore her, she acts upset. If you seem distant, she tries to get your attention. If you suddenly stop talking, she shows up again. A woman who doesn't care won't notice your silence. A woman who likes you feels it. Sometimes she'll even pretend she's fine, but her behavior contradicts her words. She might say she's not interested in dating, yet gets bothered when you talk to someone else. She might act like you're just a friend, yet gets excited when you give her attention. Men often think mixed signals mean she's playing games, but more often, it's fear. Fear of rejection, fear of embarrassment, fear of wanting someone more than they want her. So she hides her feelings behind confusing behavior. The key is simple. If her actions swing back and forth but always return to you, she's not indifferent. She's holding back because she hopes you'll be the one to move first. A woman who likes you but tries to hide it won't always say it directly. She shows it through small behaviors, watching you, remembering things, getting nervous, acting different around you, showing up near you, reacting to other women, and sending mixed signals. These signs mean you are already in her mind, even if pride or fear keeps her from admitting it. Most men miss these signals and walk away too soon. But once you learn how women show silent interest, you'll never be confused again. Pay attention, stay confident, and let her actions speak louder than her words.